Welcome students. The topic going to see now is AWT in Java. In AWT we are going to see about layout managers. Layout managers. What does mean by layout managers? The layout manager automatically arranges the controls within a window by using some algorithm. So they are arranging the controls. Controls means buttons, label box, text box, choice, scroll bar, everything included. So they are arranging in a manager. So by using some type of algorithm. So to use layout manager, we have to implement the interface name as layout manager. The layout can be set by using the set layout method. So some algorithm is performed and the controls are placed automatically in a manner, so well defined manner. So this can be done by using the layout manager interface. In program we have to implement this interface, and by using the method set layout we can set the different layouts. There are three different layouts: flow layout, border layout, grid layout. Now we are going to see about the flow layout. Flow layout is a default layout. So it implements a simple layout style. Just like one by one the controls are arranged. So it is known as flow layout. The components are placed from the upper left corner, left to right or top to bottom. So in any way we can arrange it. But one by one the controls are arranged. The constructors of flow layout are, there are three constructors. First one, the empty constructor flow layout. Just it creates the flow layout manager. Then next, how, int how parameters. The how parameters indicates the value left, center, right. You can give any one of the values, flow layout dot left or flow layout dot center or flow layout dot right. The next third constructor indicates int how the flow layout should be presented. Then int horizontal value and vertical values can be given. Now we can see the use of flow layout, how the program works. We have to implement that, import the package AWT. So we have to import it. Then flow layout demo extends frame, method name flow layout demo, string title. So the titles can be displayed in the title bar. Now we have using the set layout method. In that flow layout is used. So we are creating 6 buttons. Button name is B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6. The button label, so the upper part, the string displayed in the button, that is button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4, button 5, button 6. So every time we have to add the components. So once you created the component, we have to add the component in the container. So we have seen in the previous lecture. So for adding the component, we using add B1, add B2, B3, B4, B5, B6. So one by one we are adding the controls to the container. So now 6 buttons are added and named as button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4, button 5, button 6. Then on another 2 more buttons are added, button 7, button 8 also added. Now we are going to the main program. Flow layout demo screen is going to be set. So in that we are displaying a string flow layout in AWT. The screen size can be set. So using the set size method 400 comma 150 we can set the screen size. The total screen size will be 400 into 150. So the screen should be visible. So we have to give the parameter value as true. Let's see the output of this program. So we have added 8 buttons. So the buttons are arranged one by one. So left to right, default is left to right. So we can change it using the parameters flow.left, flow.right, flow.center. So in this manner the controls are arranged by setting the flow layout manager. Okay, now we can go to next one. Next, border layout. So the name indicates a border. So we have to border in 4 sides. So it is a common layout for top level windows. It has 4 narrow fixed width component at the edges and large area in the center. So 4 narrow width components. So they are divided in top, bottom, left, right, and in center a large area is placed. So the 4 sides can be referred as north, south, east and west, and middle area can be represented as center. Let's see the constructors of border layout. So we are having 2 constructors, border layout, the empty constructors. Next, border layout, int horizontal, int vertical. So first form creates a default border, just a default border one. Second creates a specifying the horizontal and vertical space between the components. So between the components, for more than 2 components, we can specify how space it has to be left in horizontal wise and vertical wise. So vertical and horizontal wise, how the space can be left, we can specify in the parameter hos, hy or z hos, ve or t vert. So by giving some values in these 2 parameters, the controls can be placed with the values. So how many space has to be left in horizontal way and how many space have to be left in vertical side, you can give it. So the constant values of the regions are border layout center, south, east, west and north. So now we can see the border layout how we are using. So in this border layout we have to add the buttons. We are adding 5 buttons, north, south, east, west, center. Button name is B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, and we are setting the layout using the set layout method. Set layout, new border layout. So in previous program we use new flow layout. In this program we are using new border layout. Then every time when you creating the controls, you have to add it using the add method. So we are adding the buttons B1, B2, B3, B4, B5 using the add method. So then we are going to set which buttons have to be placed in which direction. So B1 button is placed in north, B2 is in south, B3 is in east, B4 is in west and B5 is in center. So these 5 buttons are placed in 5 different directions. Now we going to main program. So border demo constructor is created and object reference is created. In that we are passing border layout. The screen size is set to 500 comma 250. Screen is visible, so it is true. The value is specified as true. Now see the output of this one. So B1, B2, B3, B4 all buttons are placed in north, south, east, west and the 5th one is placed at in center. So this is how we can create the border using 5 buttons. So you can create uh, top, left, right, bottom, center. So anything you can give the button label. Okay, next we move to grid layout. The grid layout displays the components in two dimension. So the name grid displays it can be in grid. It means square, cells or anything. So that is called rows and columns. So components are arranged in two-dimensional grid. So they can define using number of rows and columns. The constructor of grid layout are three constructor are specified. Grid layout, it is an empty constructor just to create the layout. Next is number of rows and number of columns to be specified. So how many grids you want to be get. So 2 rows 3 columns. So you get 2 rows 3 columns, totally 6 grids you can get. The third constructor is having 4 parameters. It is rows, columns, then horizontal value, vertical value. So the control to be placed. So how much space have to be moved from the side of horizontal. Then how much space have to be moved from in the side vertical. That is top to bottom, left to right. So you are specifying how much space you have to be left. So the number of rows and columns are specified, and the horizontal and vertical value of the controls are also specified. Now we can see how we implement in the program. The AWT control packages implemented. Applet package is also implemented. The applet screen is designed. Next, main class grid layout demo extends the applet. Static final int n equal to 4. So we are setting the value for n as 4. In init method, we are setting the layout grid layout n comma n. You can set the font using the set font. So font name equal to sans serif comma font dot bold. So I was setting as font as bold and the pixel value as 24. Now we are going in the for loop. So starting the initial value I as 0 and the conditional up to less than 4. So from I equal to 0 to I equal to 3, the loop is going to be executed. When the I becomes 4, the loop will be terminated. Next, int j equal to 0. So starting j as 0, j less than n. So j also works for 0 to 3. When the j value becomes 4, the loop will be terminated. So the next statement is int k equal to I into n plus j. Now the I value is 0, n value is 4 plus j value is 0. So the total value we get is 0. If k greater than equal to 0, add the button. So now the k value is 0. So we don't go to add the button. Now we increment the j value. It is the inner loop. So j value is incremented. J value incremented to 1. And again the statement int k equal to I into n plus j is executed. Now the I value gets 0, n is 4, 0 into 4, 0 plus 1. So now the k value is 1. Again the condition is checked. Now the k value is greater than 0. So the button is added and it is labeled as 1. Next the j is incremented. So 1, 2, 3. Likewise it is printed. Again the I value is incremented. So and it goes on up to it, the loop executes 16 times. So now let's see the output of this one. So first 1, 2, 3, 4 when the I value is 0. Next when I value is 1, 5, 6, 7, 8 will be displayed. When the I value is 2, 9, 10, 11, 12 is displayed. When the I value goes to 3, 13, 14, 15 is displayed. When I goes to 4, the loop will be completely terminated and the programs get out. So the output for the grid layout is shown here. Thank you, students.